hello there, and welcome back to Wetline as you join me, Ian Baker, on a very hot, very sunny day down at Elphicks Fishery. Finally got back on here. Haven't been able to get down to this lake or this venue for a very long time because it's always fully booked. Don't know if I'm missing a trick or anything, because whenever I look for North Lake, West Lake, Pullens, it's just red, full every single day of the year. And I even looked on the day it come open, so that's the dream. We can get to fish on North Lake or something like that, but that ain't happening. So we're here. We're on Prairie Lake, which I'm a big fan of anyway. Oh, she's hot. But we've come in, if you know the venue, drive through, and it's the first swim on the road bank side. When I got here this morning, this is Sunday morning, the lake was pretty much full up with people when I got here, but got to about 12 o'clock and they all left. So I think in a minute, there's me, the only one this side, one chap over yonder in the other corner, and I think one other guy maybe that's doing a day session. Yeah, so as I say, I think it's just gone 1 o'clock now. Nothing really happened this morning. It was too hot. Trying to set up. We've just got there. We've got both rods out. Nobody can see that. Not that way. The rods are out. They're out in the magic. We've got one right in the bay there in front of that willow tree. That's where one rod is. And the other rod's just before the corner. Can we even see that? I don't know. Let's get some scan in action. I'm not sure what we're looking at, but wherever I'm pointing, just before the corner, and probably about a foot off. So that's what we're working with at the minute. We're down here for 48 hours. I'll be honest, I'm very much looking forward to 4, 5, 6 o'clock already, because I think this is the best chance I've had all year of doing some surface fishing. I've seen a couple fish cruising around on top, but they're not about that life at the minute. They're not in the mood to eat. I don't know how well you can see me or not, because no matter where I put this camera, the sun's causing mayhem. So this is the swim. As you can see, it's looking beautiful. But she is warm. I think it's meant to be about 30 degrees today, if not touching 30. I think it's meant to be hotter tomorrow. So tomorrow, we might have to persevere and try the zig rig again. I've still never caught a fish on one. Confidence is low, but needs must. Feeling confident, I just could do with it cooling down a bit, but I'm very excited about the cooler weather in the evening and in the mornings. I think that's when it's really going to pop off here. But at the minute, we're just sticking to what we know. IQD rig, both rigs, and the Steamies TNT, because it's doing me the business at Cottington. Let's see if it does the job here. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go back and sit in the shade because it is a bit luke. I really don't know how well you can see me or not. But stay tuned for some updates in a bit. We have fish in net. Rightio people, we got fish number one off the top, as I hoped and planned and dreamed for. We're actually in a different swim as well. I'll explain all that in a minute. But let's have a look what we got ourselves here. Got myself a lovely common. Ignore the noise. Kyla's doing the runs. Here we go. Have it away in a minute. Oh, there we go people. Fish number one. Off the top. Oh, it's been hard work. I've come down from one end of the lake to the other, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And here's fish number one. A cracking common. We'll have a little weigh up. I'm going to call that 26-pound at a guess. Let's find out. Finnage all good. Oh, I think that's 27. Oh, it's like 27 to me. See if I can zoom in that. Oh, one more check. Yep, dead on, 27 pounds. Ruddy superb. I'll be honest with you. When I was bringing it in, I was adamant I'd foul hooked it, but then I got it in, and it was nailed in the lip, so I had no idea why it was doing what it was doing. But happy days. Fish number one. Let's get it back. It's starting to cool down, not that you can tell by me. We'll see if we can get some more, come on. Rightio people, well, there we go. It's been probably about an hour or two since I caught that fish now, and spoke to you briefly because I've been desperate trying to get a second one, but it didn't happen in the end, and I think they've kind of jogged on now. Apart from that one, but I ain't over there, but that's where we're going to be putting that is where I was going to put a rig, so somewhere over there. So yes, story of the day. I think I'm now in what's commonly known as, I think it's swim 1, it's the swim nearest the cafe area. So I was in the very end one, which I think is swim 6 or 7. So I was up there, peak of day. I thought, oh, let's get the rods in, let's just have a little quick walkabout. I've got pretty much the whole lake to choose from, but I ain't gonna walk too far. Walk literally up to this swim 1. The second I stood here, one jumped out right in the middle, and I looked down there. Oh, they're actually right there now on my bit. Oh, I've still got my surface rig out there, so brace yourselves. It's on the bite alarm, it might have a bit of action. And yeah, I come down here and I see some milling around down there, just cruising, and I was like, I've got to move. I've got to put the effort in. So we came down here in 30-degree heat. That was fun, as you can see. We're looking a little bit Moulin Rouge. Got the old Panda ice going. We moved down here. Got the surface rig out, just on a little 12mm. Just on a little 12mm pop-up. And probably no longer than half hour later, we had a 27-pound common. So just demonstrates you've got to be where the fish are. Now, don't get me wrong, if I'd stayed up there, I might have caught more, I might have caught less, we'll never know. But all I know is I came down here, I've caught one, and we're very happy with that. So I've not got my other rods out the water yet, because I say I've literally only just got the bivvy back up. The surface rod's still just down there, where the fish are still having it, kind of. Actually sucked my float off. It's not gone well now, the float's right next to the pop-up. Anyway, that's probably done for now. So yeah, I think it's about 8:30, and I noticed yesterday at 9:30 it was pitch black, so I've got about an hour. Get these rods out there and start making some food, because I'm hungry. I ain't had no dinner yet. When I get a flavour from surface fishing, the day's done. My full commitment goes to that, and I don't know what's happening. Got some, bear with me people. Let me just keep them intrigued. We've got some, look, we've got some fish turning back up here. Hold up. I had a couple of fish turn up. Let me just, bear with. Hold fire, caller. Well, we'll carry on talking, but there are fish back on me there, so that's exciting. As I said, 30 odd degrees today. Just checked the weather out, it says it's going to be 34 tomorrow, so that's going to be a challenge. The positive, now that I'm in swim 1, there's a massive wall of bamboo here, so I should have some banging shade for the majority of the day, I reckon, until it gets up to about there, then I can sit here. Should be a bit better. Today my other swim was fully exposed. But anyway, the plan worked. We got ourselves the first fish. Very happy about that. Gonna have to set an alarm because I'm gonna need to get up at 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow, because if it's gonna be a hot, super hot day, I need to utilise mornings to get myself some fish. Oh man, they're knocking about down there, so we're gonna nip this in the bud here. So if I'm back on this camera real short and sweet and sharp and it looks the same, it's because I'm catching a fish, so in a bit. Morning people, morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning. We set the alarm off. I think it took about 3 alarms to actually wake me up, but we're here. Just firing out the biscuits, see if we can get something happening. At the minute, no bueno, I'm not seeing her. At the minute, it's not happening. So, as you can see, I've got the jump wrong, because it's actually a little bit nippy at the minute. So I suspect that might have an impact on the fish as to why they're not on top yet. Nothing happened overnight. My right hand rod that's up against the reed that side, I had a little bit of action at one point and the bobbin went back down and I was like oh, and then that was that. So that worked. And you saw that one's quite near my other rod, so the fish are definitely awake. Look at this, oh, they're definitely with it. We just gotta hope they're either find my rods on the bottom or I can get them on top, but they're on at the minute, on top don't look like it's gonna happen, but definitely live-o. Fingers crossed we can either get one off the bottom or see if we can get the surface fishing working again, but at the minute, like I said, don't seem to be entertaining it. Anyway, stay tuned, hopefully, in a minute, we'll have ourselves a fish for you. A bit. Rightio people, so it is the next day, it's about 11 a.m. Unsuccessful this morning, the surface fishing didn't really happen. There was the odd fish here and there getting involved, but not a great deal. So, we're giving that a rest for the minute. We've got both rods back out there. Got one over, don't know if it's going to come up here on the left here where that little hole is in front of the silver birch. Just a foot or two off that. And then the other silver birch here, again, not sure if it's coming off, but another foot or two or closer, just in front of that tree. But that one, we've mixed it up. So that one, we've mixed it up. We've gone for something a bit different. Went through the arsenal of baits that I've got. I thought, maybe we need to try something different. So on that one, we've gone with a mainline balanced wafter, Link. So I've gone for a bit of a brown. Easy. Kind of a, I wouldn't say natural looking, but a bit more natural looking bait. And since that has been out there, there's been a fish jumping out on my spot 2 or 3 times over the last hour or so. So it either has no interest in that whatsoever, or it's not found it, or who knows, but hopefully it does find it and we'll have ourselves another carp. Otherwise I see it being another struggle through the day until it cools off, and hopefully we get the surface fishing going again, because it's meant to be 34 degrees today. So yeah, it's a bit warm. Thankfully, I've got a nice bamboo-y wall here that when I'm done for this, I'll sit in my chair there. I'm in the shade, so I should be in the shade the majority of the day today, which I am enjoying, because that other swim was fully in the sun all day, and it paid. So yeah, that's the update for you. Up against the reeds, both birch trees, fingers crossed, the fish that's jumping over here makes that mistake. Stay tuned, see you in a bit. Oh people, it's been a tough 2 days. This is now literally Monday evening. Caught my first fish Sunday evening, and a whole lot of nothing's happened in between besides me, some 34 degree heat, and trying to catch a fish. Finally cooked one. Doesn't mean we're going to catch it. It's off the top. Been out for hours trying to get one of these going. Pretty sure it's a small one. I'll tell you what, it's been a slog trying to get one of these on. Oh, it's a little baby mirror by the look of it. What is that? Mirror ghosty? He's got a baby mirror ghosty or something. Mary Poppins, that was tough slog for that. But we got fish number 2. I don't think I've ever worked harder for a fish. Let's get it out, let's take a look at it. It doesn't look very big, it looks like a bit of a, maybe a ghosty common or something. No, ghosty mirror, didn't quite tell, but let's take a look. Rightio people, fish number 2. I can't tell you how hard I've worked for this fish. 34 degrees today. I've been out there trying to surface fish all day. Finally we got fish number 2, not a big one. But what a little beauty. Let's take a look. Look at this. Look at that little beautiful character. Let me tell you, in 10-20 years time that's going to be a big fish. With the shoulders on it. That is going to be a big, that's going to be a big fish sometime in the future. Oh, feels good to get number 2. Oh, there you go, there you go. No, no. Feel like some of my hard work's paid off. What a result. Well, there we go. We'll get it back. I think it's nearly 8:45, 9 o'clock. Might have about half hour of light left. See if we can get a third one, but based on how the session's gone, I doubt that. But we'll try our best. Cheers. So, just caught that fish as you've seen. I thought I'd talk you through my surface fishing rig situation because basically I came here today, or this session, with 2. The proper controller floats. They are basically both in a bush down in the margin, so that weren't ideal. So I thought, I need to go and get one. It's realistically the only way I'm going to catch a fish in this ridiculous heat. So I take my rods in, go down to the shop. They don't sell them. Brilliant. So I'll buy some. The only thing they've got from Gardener. These things. Possibly the worst thing I've ever used in my life. So that'll be going in the bin. So then I came back, and what I found was I had one control float type bubbly thing. But that was it. So I had to manufacture a situation. And this is what just caught the fish, so I'm taking that as a win. What we have done, because basically I was missing everything apart from the bolt. So we put an anti-tangle sleeve in the top, an anti-tangle sleeve the type, same kind of one, I think actually that's not anti-tangle sleeve, that's a solid bag tubing thing. Then put another one inside, then put another one outside, so you got anti-tangle, and there's one inside just to kind of keep it in grips and things. And then obviously little 12mm pop up on the end. So it's not ideal, but it's done the job. So we're going to crack on. We're going to get that rod back out there. I could do with a time check myself, to be honest, because I have no idea what's going on in the world. It's not going to happen because I don't know where my phone is, don't know where anything is. Place is a zoo. Anyway, I'm going to get back to business. I reckon it's probably nearly 9 PM. They're still down there a little bit. We're going to crack on till it gets dark, and then we shall retire to the bivlar, and we'll be up bright and early in the morning for the last couple of hours. Well, more than a couple of hours, depending on whatever. See you in the morning, if not, in a bit. There we go, people. Fish number 3 on the single rod on the bottom. Don't know what time it is, probably about 6 AM. Did not expect to get a fish on this one. This was just out there on its own. Single hook bait. Over by that birch tree. Oh, we've got an air balloon over there. Lovely. Oh, putting in a good bit of work here. This rod's actually got the link, link on it, so come on, there you go. Wow, that's depressing, isn't it? There we go, that's that gone. I suppose that's the perils of using barbless hooks, I'm afraid. They come off. Never mind, on to the next one. Rightio people, it is, don't know what it is, 9 o'clock-ish, something like that. I'm still just about in the shade in this swim, so I'm just going to start packing up now. It's been a very tough session. Just the 2 fish. I lost that one about an hour ago, that was pretty devastating. And then probably lost at least one that I hooked when I was surface fishing, where the hook just come off, so that wasn't great. Tough session, tough settings, 30 to 35 degrees both days. It's been a bit much, but it's been nice. It's still better than being at work, and we've had 2 fish. I'm still pretty glad I moved the swim. You know, that was also very tough business, but it did get me that reward of the fish, you know, like within an hour of moving up here. Who knows what I'll have achieved if I'd stayed at the other end. Could have had more, could have had none. We'll never know. But we've had 2. I'd say I've had 2, lost 2 really. Wishing 30 odd degrees. I'll take that. It's just nice to get back to the Elphicks, to be honest, because no matter how much I try to get down here, it's always full. And yet there's nobody here. I'm so confused. Don't know what's going on. I mean, this bank has got quite a few people now, but the venue in general, there's like nobody here. But it's always fully booked, so sure. I'd love to be able to fish North Lake, West Lake or Pullens, but no matter when I look, whether it be the day it comes out on the old calendar, oh, these are the new dates available for the year, boom, you go on there, it's full. So I must be missing something. Just never get on them. But anyway, this was Elphicks. That was Prairie Lake. Now, what I believe is swim 1 nearest the calf. Hope you enjoyed this video. There's probably not a great deal to it because a lot of it was just me sitting in the sun or in the shade trying to catch fish and most part not succeeding. So if you did enjoy the video, appreciate it. Click that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos in future. But for now, from me, keep those lines wet and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.